I will never forget last September 2020 when I was about to go into my third trimester. It was like week 27. And I was sitting in my doctor's office and she told me that I needed to take a 1 hour glucose tolerance test. Now, the reason for that is that women in pregnancy become naturally more insulin resistant and they're not able to effectively move glucose into the cells as they would if they weren't pregnant. Now, as I'm gearing up to get all the paperwork for this test, and the 1 hour test is kind of the precursor for the 3 hour glucose tolerance test. I remember thinking to myself, like, I'm going to pass this 1 hour test. And right as I'm thinking that, she says to me, by the way, you're not going to pass it. You are 40 years old. You already probably have insulin resistance. And I rarely see anyone past the age of 40 pass this 1 hour test. And I remember thinking about that and just thinking about it being a challenge. Like, I'm going to totally pass this test. Took the test a week later and passed it with flying colors. But as I was doing a lot of research, because I was really fascinated as to how she could so matter of factly say, you're not going to pass this test. You're going to have to do the 3 hour test. And there's a good chance that you may have gestational diabetes because of your age. And as I was doing the research, I learned that over 88% of women over the age of 40 are dealing with some level of metabolic dysfunction and insulin resistance. And that really speaks into the reason why so many women come to me every single day and tell me, I haven't changed anything about the way that I eat or how I exercise, and yet the scale is going up. What is happening with my metabolism? Why is everything slowing down? Why is my weight just a major struggle? And so I have gone down the rabbit hole into researching about metabolic function, metabolic flexibility, insulin resistance, understanding blood sugar levels. And one of the things that I really wanted to look at in way more detail, because I have a predisposition to type 2 diabetes. I have type 2 diabetes all on the one side of my family, my mom's side of the family. I have uncles and aunts and all kinds of people, cousins with diabetic symptoms, even really close family members. And so what I wanted to look at, like kind of the ultimate like accountability and measuring of what's going on with my metabolism and my blood sugar levels, is I wanted to wear a CGM, a continuous glucose monitor, for a month. And actually, I'm choosing to wear it for longer than that. And I'll show it to you. It's right here. There's the CGM that I have on the back of my arm every single day. And I wore it for a whole month in the month of May. And I got so many big downloads and I really understood what was going on. And so what I want to share with you in today's episode is what I learned about wearing a continuous glucose monitor for the last month, well, now almost 2 months, and using the app Levels, which I'll talk to you a little bit about. I've had the co-founder of Levels, which is an app that looks at your metabolism and so many other factors involved that really computes what it means to wear this CGM. And I want to break it down, but I want to connect the pieces for you about why are we struggling with insulin resistance? Why are we dealing with metabolic dysfunction? And how that is playing a big role in our hormones and some of the biggest symptoms like cravings, brain fog, low energy, moodiness, anxiety. I mean, all of these things are related to blood sugar levels and insulin resistance. And knowing that a massive amount of us are dealing with this, especially after the age of 40, I want to know, how can we pivot? Like, if our metabolism is changing and there's reasons for that, what can we do to help support it and create more metabolic flexibility? That's exactly what this episode is. I hope you check it out because, I got some big downloads about what it means to, on the daily, figure out how to optimize your metabolism. All right. I hope to see you in the episode.